Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 7 of the NFL.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
Well, his ratio was trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 20. Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Brought in by Coates. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That sets up a 1st and goal. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw here. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They run it again with Chubb. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, it's Underwood, and they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So first and 10 now from the 30. They go up the middle with Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got Allen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught by Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Second and 2. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards that time for number 19. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the jet sweep now for Toney. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Thrown outside, complete to Toney. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down three, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick one-pointers instead of three-pointers.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up to throw. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There's the stiff arm. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and long. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is...
Didn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown. They did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and they'll remain down by 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
But, Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And, look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
2nd and 1. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the return will stop right around the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he'll get it out. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they have regained the lead. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And that is no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Allen's got it over the middle.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. The kick by Bass is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This one complete to Coates. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw again. This is caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion.
The kick by Bass is good,
and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Now back to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Here's Hardman to return.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs now down by 1. And time, a huge factor. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. He's back to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw.
Jackson with a catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Browns, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
today on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
He'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Henry. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Buying time to his left.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And Lance going to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing now is Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Here's Lance.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Open man is Samuel. Complete. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Now Lance.
Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Jamison Williams.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. action. They'll throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, a 22.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll try the right side with Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lance now to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Lance.
Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance
firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. No, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. Now back to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On 1st down, Lance. He's got Bellinger.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Lance.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down. Looking to throw. Lance finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught by Williams.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
2nd and 4.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And now they'll throw with Lance.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, They seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They go play action here on first down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Meanwhile, Lance's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lance. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the lead will stay put at 17. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance now on first down. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On 2nd and 10, Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right side, Henry's got it.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Running left, it's Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Going for it, here's Davis Price.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
2nd and 3.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. This will go to Henry out wide.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Back to throw here.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They'll run for it with Henry.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Now a run with McCaffrey.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was Trey Lance, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for the 49ers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Titans, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.